Today I'm at a really cool spot in Chinatown in Chicago that is doing everything from scratch. Their ramen noodles, their stocks, and handcrafted toppings for each ramen bowl served. Today, we're at Strings Ramen in Chinatown. I'm on the hunt to find the biggest, juiciest, most flavor-packed dishes that the city of Chicago has to offer. I'm a college student, so I need to find the cheapest spots without losing out on any flavor. Together, we're gonna find the restaurants that make the Windy City the place to be. While uncovering all the secrets from the restaurants, we will take back what we learned to make it cheaper and just as good. I'm Will Coleman, and I'm in the Windy City. We are currently in the basement of Strings Ramen in Chinatown, where they're making their homemade ramen from scratch. Not a lot of other places make ramen from scratch, so Strings is a pretty special place. And we have Katie right here next to me. She's Strings chef and she's killing it in the kitchen. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
How long have you been cooking for?
I've been cooking, in general, I would say 18 years.
What were some of the things that you started cooking when you first started, when you were like 15 years old?
It was a chaos.
So the dish name was Chaos. Here you are. Here's
yes,
Chaos.
Some saute, throw everything together.
Yeah.
It was all good.
So how did you make your way to Strings?
Almost 5 years ago, and we sat down, talked through some friends, and we came up with the idea that, hey, we want to have a ramen restaurant, and we want to call it Strings because Strings connects everything together.
What's one of your favorite dishes at Strings?
Definitely the tonkatsu ramen. That's our 48-hour creamy pork stock.
48 hours?
Yes.
So all the kinds of flavor?
Yes, it is very concentrate. It's, I would say, the broth we're using for our tonkatsu is the Rolls Royce of the pork broth.
Okay, so like it's like the top notch.
Yes, yes.
So there's a certain challenge that you all have here with something like spicy chilies. Let's talk about that. What is that challenge called?
That's what everybody asking. The hot ramen we created at the year of 2015.
Okay.
It's been 3 years already. People coming here from all around the world to challenge our level 5.
Level 5?
Yes.
So what's the level 5? That sounds scary.
Level 5 includes pretty much all the hottest chili in the world, including like scorpion peppers, the ghost peppers, Carolina Reapers, and some of the extra.
That's all in a bowl that somebody's gonna
all
eat?
in one bowl, and with like the Mexican chilies, Puerto Rican chilies, Chinese chilies, and Thai chilies.
Okay, so
let's
get it straight right now. I would not be doing that today.
It's a bowl of hell. Don't do it.
I would not be doing that. I'm gonna try whatever's less spicy, but that's awesome. So do people like come in and actually accomplish it?
Well, we had, I would say, 15 to 20 winners
Out
through the 3.5 years. We had almost this thick stack of the waivers every year from the challengers, but we only have maybe 20 winners.
So I heard waivers. So in order to do this challenge, you have to sign a waiver. You're like signing your life away. I agreed to signing my life away.
I agreed to die into the hell.
Right.
And
That's crazy.
Yeah, give my life away to Strings.
Thank you, Katie. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Arigato.
Starting off, they're dropping those fresh noodles into some boiling water and cooking them for a few minutes until al dente. Then, putting into a bowl, adding fresh turkey broth. To top things off, they're adding bean sprouts, bamboo shoots, corn, that juicy braised turkey meat, scallions, and a ramen classic, fish cakes, and we can't forget about that seaweed on the side and those toasted sesame seeds.
The first time I came to Strings Ramen was maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
Since I moved here 2 months ago, right? And fell in love ever since.
I got the tonkatsu ramen here, the premium one with all the fixins.
For like a cold day, you know, it's just, it fills your soul, you know, and yeah, it just makes you feel alive. It's nice. It's good.
It's a great atmosphere to bring people to enjoy their first foray into ramen if they've never had it before.
I love this place, yeah.
Okay, so today I grabbed the Shio Turkey Ramen Bowl. I cannot wait to dive in. I wish you were right here with me so you can smell the ramen bowl because It's out of this world. It has all the toppings you can think of. That cracked egg with the runny yolk, that nice braised turkey, it fell off the bone. They use the bone in the broth because the broth has bones and all kinds of spices, so they have nothing going to waste. Here at Strings Ramen, have some corn, some fish cakes, some scallions, pickled ginger, and sesame seeds. So let me dive in. I would use my chopsticks, but I don't want to embarrass myself on camera today. So I'll use this nice spoon and a fork to eat my noodles and broth. So let me try the broth first. Oh my goodness, that broth, out of this world. That sesame oil is really standing out with the garlic, but not overpowering at all. Okay, so let's try out the ramen right now. Like I said, made from scratch, right in the basement. So good. This ramen is like no other, I promise you. The grocery store stuff, take it out the house. You don't want that anymore. All right, I'm gonna finish this bowl of ramen, but I need you to do me one favor. Head down to Chicago right now in Chinatown to come to Strings Ramen to get Chicago's best ramen. So we just left Strings Ramen and they're doing everything right. Now we're back in the kitchen to hopefully make that same ramen just as good and a bit cheaper. But in the kitchen with me, I have a special guest. His name is Ajani Jones. He's doing everything right in the studio, the stage, and hopefully in the kitchen today. So here's Ajani.
I've been searching for a pyramid. My soul getting me with it. I've been searching for a pyramid. Like Nibiru, but I finished it. I've been searching for them pyramids.
Ajani, are you ready to eat some ramen now?
I love ramen.
So Spotify just came out with their like 2018 listener streams, and it showed that you almost had 1 million streamers from like this year or 2018 and 65 different countries listening to you at. So how do you feel about that? Like that's a lot of people that's listening to you.
Yeah, I'm super blessed, and I didn't have that goal in mind.
Right.
But the Spotify playlist helped me so much.
So let's get started because it's getting really hot in this kitchen. I have some chicken broth that's on the stove right now, simmering away. It's literally chicken broth. You can use turkey broth or vegetable broth. Got it from the grocery store. Nothing too crazy. He's putting in 2 dried ramen blocks. I'm not making homemade ramen like Strings did, but I'm also gonna add some flavor into that. I have some ginger, some garlic, and soy sauce. I'm gonna cover it and let it simmer for about 5 minutes or according to the instructions on the package. So one thing that Strings showed me, and it was like really awesome to see, is that they flavor their bowl. So they put like butter in it and some other ingredients as well. So what do you think is one of your like biggest accomplishments when it comes to the music industry?
I would say getting licensed for Netflix was...
Pause. Netflix? You're what? Explain, please.
So there's a new show that's coming out this year.
Okay.
It's based off of a movie called First Wives Club.
Okay.
And they're doing a show for it now, and they used one of my songs from my EP last year.
Do you like recognize how? Well, I did ask you what's one of your biggest accomplishments.
Yeah. I mean,
I did ask and you told me, but that's awesome.
Yeah.
Really good, really good. So I'm gonna put those noodles in here because they're cooked already. They cook really fast. So I'm just putting those ramen noodles in there. Look at that. I cannot wait. And then I'm going to add some of that flavorful broth right into the bowl. This smell doesn't smell like anything you're gonna find in the package from the grocery store. Like it took literally 5 minutes to make this with ingredients you probably already have in your fridge or you can get at the supermarket for very cheap. So it's time to top off the bowls. You can get some toppings, put it right on there. I'm gonna add some bamboo shoots on top of mine, a little egg that I soft boiled. Do 2 of those. Here's some egg for you. Thank you, no problem. You know, one of the good things about ramen as well is like these ingredients last a long time. So if you buy some today, you can use them probably next month too to make another bowl of ramen. You know, a pinch of salt on those eggs because you don't want no bland eggs.
Yeah.
So, as you all know, I do not use chopsticks. I need to learn still, but you use chopsticks, right?
I know how.
So, you know how?
Decent.
Are you like a professional?
I'm decent.
Okay,
Alright.
so I'm using my fork. Now it's time to try out that ramen. Look at it. So delicious. How are you feeling about this right now?
I'm good. I'm just hoping that I don't choke with these chopsticks.
It's better than me using chopsticks, honestly. So, whatever you do is going to be better than me. So delicious. How you like that?
Fire.
Fire? Fire.
Fire.
Period. Hashtag fire.
Ain't fire, it's fire.
Before we go, let's talk about some new music coming out, new projects. What do you want to tell them to stay tuned for?
So I just dropped an EP last month called One Punch. So a friend of mine, Aiden, he goes by Boathouse.
Okay.
We made an EP. We would make the beats and songs while we were watching different anime that we liked, and we'd watch Gundam.
It's so cool.
Stuff like that. And One Punch Man was my favorite. So we like one punch it. It makes sense. Like so.
God, I know not what I do, I need grace. Why I call you, you my boo, I need face.
And I'm dropping an album this year.
Okay, so that's so casual. I'm dropping the album. So casual. Any Instagram, Facebook, Twitter? I wait till that big bite. I wait till that one punch big bite.
Cut it off. Instagram and Twitter, same thing. Ajani's Way, AJANISWAY. Hopefully, they put it like right here.
Yeah, right, like right here. Come on, right here. I'm hoping for bigger numbers, bigger stats, because you're already rocking it right now. You did a great job in the kitchen. Good job.
Thank you.
See you all next week for a new episode of Will Coleman in the Windy City. And be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, YouTube, literally everywhere. WC Windy City. Thanks again.
I learned how to use chopsticks.
Yeah, sorry, don't throw shade.